What's up, good people? We are back. The Everything Under the Sun podcast. We are here with three of the crew. Bear running late. He gonna be back, but of course we got Bear Brown. We got the MJ of this podcast and shit, B. Gibson.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The MJ. Who's that?
He the MJ. Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Okay, all right.
She's like,
I thought like Master Jackass, you know. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm ready. It's been a long time.
yo, I ain't gonna lie. You in your bag.
I got some shit up my sleeve.
Yeah, you've been
I
on
knew they was
fire.
baggy for a
You've been
reason.
on fire on social media, for real.
Yeah, I knew they was
I've
baggy
been
for
on
a
Yo,
reason.
I've been
There's something
actually
in them
pretty.
shit.
I think I've been settled. I think I've calmed down a little bit because I've been trying to be like a model because I have like a plan for my future, right? Where I don't want to scare my future husband away.
Right.
So I've been trying
You
to
got,
settle.
you got a nigga in your life you trying to smooth out for.
And this is Mo Jackson.
Mo Jackson, I'm here. With
Exactly.
She talking about
No.
you got a future. Now you give a damn about the future.
Bro, exactly.
And all that.
Anyways,
But yeah, man, we are excited to be back. Season 2. We got a lot to talk about.
Oh,
A lot has
lot.
gone on. It's a lot of current stuff that's happening that we really need to discuss. And we're gonna get right into it.
Ooh.
We get right into it. So we could start out with
gas prices.
Yeah, you know.
Because I'm
what?
stressed out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's start with that.
I was thinking about shit that's expensive, and I was like, oh, gas prices. Okay.
Man, go ahead. Let's start off with gas prices.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I usually don't pay attention to gas prices.
I
I don't because I'm like, yo, I gotta get gas anyways, right? So what's the point of even putting myself through that torture of just watching the numbers go up?
Right.
But the other day, I usually my car is like a nice SUV type car type crossover, right? It's a crossover. So my gas usually to fill my tank would be like $35 before Trump.
BT.
This is like BT.
$5 BT.
BT. It was like $35. The other day, I'm like, oh shit, hit 40. Oh, hold on, 45. Hold on, 50. And that's when it really hurt me. Because I never really paid attention and we still can't do shit, but it's like one of those electric scooters that they rent on the side of the road don't sound too bad now. But like I'm so sad because like I used to brag about my gas and I can't. People that put that 93 in that trying to be real bougie, like, oh, my car only takes 93. All right, okay.
That's for a rug.
Yeah. Oh, it's for real?
Yeah, that's performance.
Yeah. That's
So it has to. So if you put regular gas in like a car that needs 93, what's gonna happen?
start feeling you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like me to get the jitters.
you can tell I never had no luxury
Yeah,
shit. For
it'll
real?
start to mess with the
Oh.
all the
Right.
So it's not
stuff
like I
under
just
the
want to
hood.
get expensive gas.
No.
Okay.
Oh, nah, you think I would be getting that shit if I ain't have to?
For real. Oh, okay. Well, excuse me. I never had a luxury vehicle
My
before.
My car filled up with $74 the other day, bro.
damn.
74.
Yo, and it's crazy because like me, I've always been an objection to like, you gotta buy it anyway, man. Don't worry. And it's like, hell yeah, I'm still worry simply because it's taking more out my budget than it used to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
like
that's a
now, like
fact.
gas prices
Really
is
gotta-
about the same
yeah.
prices. Ass prices, like,
Yeah.
like in a minute, man, people gonna be giving up ass to get gas.
Ass, gas, and cash, baby. I mean,
Yeah.
like, is it worth the trip now? Like,
Yeah.
we gotta negotiate some things because
Yeah.
that ticket done went up, man. It's like what, almost $1. You think 30 gallons, 30 to 32 gallons of truck, $1.50 per gallon more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
To be exact, it's $1.88 more than it was
Average,
man,
yeah.
pre-war.
Right.
exactly. So that's almost
I know,
$2 more.
I know that's hurting you.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
One of them Mayweather punches in the gut.
It's gonna take a $250 bill to fill up the truck.
For real. Yeah,
So what do you do? Do you up your prices?
Yeah, well, you
got to.
you change. You I mean, depending on the type of event, like if it's something where if it's a straight pickup and drop off, it really doesn't affect the price too much. But when they want you to sit around, like modeling gigs and all that stuff, when they want to go around the city and stuff like that, yeah, we got to kick in a little bit more. It's
Yeah.
like days cost, but
Yeah.
Right.
that's the way of business, you know.
Yeah, you
By-
can't,
affect
you
the
can't
bottom
go.
line.
You can't go breaking even.
No.
Yeah,
No.
like breaking even makes no sense
Yeah.
because you can't really break even because I look at it like this: if the cost of operation it's the same as the cost of the service.
Yeah.
The cost of my time is not even included, so I still never broke even.
Working for free.
But the customer don't realize that.
Yeah.
Like,
Sometimes they don't pay.
They don't.
like so that's one of those things.
Was you busy for prom season?
Oh yeah, it's still busy. Prom season's not over yet.
Yeah. Shout out to all the
Prom
kids
and
going
graduation.
to the prom. They've been killing it.
Yeah.
These kids been going crazy.
Shout out to
I know
parents.
The parents.
I'm about to say it's
God.
the kids might be the initial idea.
Designer.
It's the parents though.
Yeah.
The parents. I've been doing the prom thing 17 years now.
Yeah.
So I started right after social media explosion, and when I'm telling you, the ideas develop more and more and more. To this day, it's two parents. I'm not gonna say their names on air, but it's two parents who went above and beyond and set the bar. And those are two parents that use helicopters.
Mm-hmm.
One's child arrived in a helicopter, and the first one was the one where they did the shoot with the helicopter. I thought that blew my mind. But then one parent arrived in a helicopter.
Yeah.
So I was like, and to this day, no one's topped that.
Yeah.
I had one who almost had their child do a shoot on a private jet, had it all lined up, but the child backed out in a minute because he said he was the type of the mom was the attention seeker, the child wasn't. Child was an introvert. Child was like, look, I just want to go to prom.
Yeah,
I'm one only child. Well, you doing this, that, and the third, blah blah blah. You get in this private jet. You gonna take this photo shoot. You gonna live the life I wish I lived.
And that's what it is.
That's what I wanted in my prom. See how you want it.
And 19s.
That's exactly what it is. The parents.
Damn prom. I'm living through you selfish little shit.
The parents is living vicariously through their kids.
Exactly.
They living through their kids, yo. It's not even about the kids.
Shout out to the parents that went above and beyond. All of y'all, except for the ones who kids don't deserve shit. Y'all need to stop.
Remember, if your kid was a kid boy, they do not deserve to go to prom.
Well, shit, they probably doing drop pickups and drop
Send them
offs.
to the prom.
In the Kia.
Them boys like, shit, we gonna make some money too. Shit.
Send their ass to the prom on the bus.
Pulling up on 3 wheels.
Pull up on the bus.
Man, right. But that's when you see kids care about school, boy.
Yeah.
They could be doing bad all year. And they turn around, they done turn in every assignment, every homework assignment, they respecting the teacher because they want to show out at prom, man.
Mm-hmm.
But they did that though. I was riding around, you see kids getting out the cars and going to the locations. They killed it.
Salute to the kids and parents, man. Thank you.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah. And all the graduates. It's that season, yo.
Oh, yeah.
The graduates are happening.
A lot of graduates.
The weddings, the proms, it's that season. So it's going to be a lot going on.
Transitioning into something not so enduring. We had a situation here in Rochester, New York, for all our outside people, where
Trinidad and Tobago, especially yo.
Let's shout out Trinidad and Tobago.
We are in the top 5 in Trinidad and Tobago.
It's Tobago. Yeah, it's Trinidad and Tobago.
Tomato.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. We don't be like Rochester. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. So it's Trinidad.
You mean we don't be you in Rochester?
I'm saying like it's Trinidad and Tobago. Put some respect.
All right. Tobago. We gotta say Tobago.
Yeah, I'm definitely not messing with
Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes.
I'm definitely
right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, but we don't want to lose our
Start following.
We don't want to lose our sauce down there.
Right. No, so we really are top 5 in Trinidad.
No, that's really from our distributor, man. Buzzsprout. That's for real. We're top 5 in Trinidad and Tobago.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Shout out to
Hey,
appreciate y'all. If we probably that episode we talk about Rocky
The ice.
asking her if she legal or not. Or she
we
got off the
still haven't resolved it. We in season 2. We in season 2, and we still haven't seen no papers. We ain't seen no certification.
Real ID. I got a real ID. I think that's validation.
Yeah. Real.
And we all had real IDs when we was 15.
Sure. Yeah.
Real ID.
Like I said, I've been in Rochester my whole life. I've been in Rochester entertainment community for 30 plus years. Rocky is a plant.
Literally appeared. Literally appeared.
Ain't no history where you seen, she used to be a bar back, then a cook, and then she hosted a couple parties.
No baby pictures.
Baby set for nobody.
One day somebody said, Rocky B. I said, okay, where's she from? Everybody get quiet and shit. Crickets, the goddamn, the thing in the cowboy movies roll through the scene, the willow bush. Tumbleweed. Like, where the fuck she come from? She's a goddamn industry plant, and I don't care what nobody say. She's excelled. For her to excel over the years to where she at now, selling out. She sells out on her annual birthday party. She sells out places where we bring national touring artists. They can't sell out. She sells out on her name alone. Get the fuck out of here. She's a plant. Industry
man,
plant.
that's the thing, man.
She's an industry plant. She gonna start. The next thing you know, one of us gonna get replaced with a Caribbean.
Right,
Sugar
right.
Bear couldn't make it this week, so I got my homeboy Dominique
Trinidad and
Wilkins
Tobago.
from
Right.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Barrington.
Yeah.
Dominique Barrington.
Everton.
Hamilton's here. Hello all. Hello all.
It's hilarious.
Funny.
You gonna come here? Hello all. You
No,
gonna flip his hair
whatever.
back?
This was hard
Hello all.
work. This was hard work and
Man.
discipline and dedication to my craft. Shut up.
Because usually, man, when you
Anyways.
like that, like they be like in the party scene, so you see them, and
I'm
then all
trying
of
to
a
tell
sudden
you.
they're hosting the party. I ain't see Rocky for nothing.
She
Then
ain't,
was on,
she
oh,
ain't
and then she was on
interviewed for
stage.
Yep.
Yeah, interview.
She just had the
You're
job.
hired.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
Yo, I played because I played the back for a long time. Like I was friends with.
How you
I
really
was
got that spot?
Listen, I was friends with a lot of the women in Rochester at the time that was on top of the game. Like Esther, like she was on top of the hair game. You know what I'm saying? Like she was doing her thing with Bella Chevet, and I was
That's true.
that
Actually,
was
that's
my
true.
girl. Like I was part of that crew, and then I just found what I was good at, and then I
Shout out
just,
to Esther.
I
That's my
went-
dog.
I
That's
just
been my
got-
dog
I
since high school.
you know, I was with
Respect
the
it. Respect it.
crew. I was doing my thing, you know, doing fashion shows, and then I just kind of just found what I was good at, and just
And that's why you the
Took
only
it.
female in this crew,
yeah.
right?
And I kick shit. Okay, that's it. That's all.
Shout out to
That's
Rocky
all you need
D.
to know.
That's it.
That's all you need to
No,
know.
ask no more questions.
Don't ask
I
me
got a
questions.
real ID.
Don't ask shit.
Okay, that's all you need to know.
All right.
Okay.
Talk about the
Still,
situation.
you still trying to get married in? Oh, never mind.
I get married. What?
We'll save that for the next
So-
episode.
There you go.
Listen.
Part 2 coming soon.
Yeah, we have part 2.
Oh, yeah, we jumping into a more serious topic.
Uh-huh.
Here in Rochester, New York, again for all of our out of town viewers, we had a real incident where a young lady was allegedly picked up in front of a driving school here in Rochester and allegedly
Sexually
sexually
assaulted.
assaulted, raped, or whatnot. But there's been some talks about it. You know,
The legitimacy
the
of her
legitimacy
story.
of her story. There you go.
I got it.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
Legitimacy.
Report.
Forgot.
The legitimacy of her
See me
story.
struggling
Thank
to
you.
get this shit out.
Allegedly.
sitting there letting-
Uh huh.
Mhm.
Uh huh.
So,
What do you? Yeah. What do you want to know?
so the talks have been, because it's questionable or the legitimacy has been questioned. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. The details of the situation. So she was picked up from in front of the driving school here.
Yes.
Right. And apparently or allegedly, she was picked up by this man, taken to his home,
Mm-hmm.
which from what I hear
Mhm.
was upstairs in a building,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
raped or sexually assaulted, and then they arrested him on the scene right there. So the questions that came about was, you know, is she telling the truth? Because a lot of things don't add up, or not seeming to add up. Her cell phone was dead, but then it got charged somehow, and she was able to call her uncle and tell him where she was and all that kind of stuff. So it was questions. Some, you know,
Mm-hmm.
let's have at it. What y'all think about the story? That for those that
Mm-hmm.
have,
Well,
Mhm.
just from, I've actually done a little digging into the story, not so much from a journalistic aspect, just from in the neighborhood where the situation allegedly occurred. I know some of the business owners and people from around there, and a few conversations occurred. Like I said, all of this alleged, and let me say that I'm extremely careful about how I discuss these things, because I don't want to ever victim shame or blame, because we don't know 100% what happened. We don't know. We only know what's been reported.
Right.
Number two, we have to be careful because we don't want to take away the impact or the authenticity of stories from individuals who have actually been sexually assaulted. And I'm careful when I discuss this, because the narrative becomes we try to attack the credibility of witnesses and victims and all that stuff. I don't want it to be that. All I'm just saying is the things that we're talking about things that have been discussed in regards to the story. So
Right.
shout out to anybody who's been affected by this or any other situation like that. Our prayers are always with you, and our thoughts too. But one of the things that got me and Brandon was talking about online was the fact that the gentleman in question, who's the alleged perpetrator of the situation, was indicted recently.
Right.
What the part that a lot of people missed, was a lot of people say, "Oh, if he innocent, why he got indicted?" Blah, say blah. On the list of charges that were presented to the grand jury, he got indicted on one of them. I'm not saying anything about the case. I'm not saying which one or anything like that. It's all public knowledge. If you research it, you can research it. But, and I was telling people, I said, just because you get indicted for something doesn't mean you're guilty at all. Enough information was presented to the grand jury where they felt like they could proceed with the case.
Right.
That's it. There's people that beat, like I said, I spent a ton of time down in the courts. There's people that walk from major cases all the time. These murder charges, assault charges, weapon charges. I mean, if you ever watch any of these trials unfold and see the evidence and information that gets presented during trial, I've seen times where the defense, in the middle of a trial, where the defense will come to come to the prosecution, present something behind closed doors, and they'll come back after lunch, be like, trial over.
Yeah.
Like we're dropping all charges.
Right.
And the judge will dismiss the case in the middle of trial.
After that.
And this is well after the person's been indicted. And some of these people can't afford bail, and they still sit in jail during these cases. And I've seen the prosecution. I'm sorry, I said defense. I've seen the prosecution just drop all charges. Right. Listen, we're done pursuing the case. New evidence has been permitted. Blah, say blah. Whatever. Yeah. Anything can happen.
Right.
So, but I've spoken to some of the businesses and individuals who are aware of the situation that occurred, and a lot of them have taken offense to the young lady's story. And they said that during the trial, information will come out that other people may not be privy to. And like I said, because of this ongoing, I'm not going to state what's what, but there's quite a few people, even on the legal side, who are stating that there's issues with the information. There's holes in the story. Yeah. And the one thing that affects me, I had a close family member who was sexually assaulted 75 feet in front of my home, coming to see me. And during the trial, the information that gets relayed is horrific.
Yeah. That
for some victims to have to recount. And it made the alleged perpetrator painted a totally different picture of my family member with things that got released. But whether it was true or not, which it was untrue, of course, but whether it was true or not, you're presented in front of the jury. And if certain people aren't ready for that scrutiny, that spotlight to be on them, sometimes even when they're telling the truth, they can cast doubt. Right. So this thing it's insane how these things play out. If you ever watch it from beginning to end, and I've actually been privy to a couple from beginning to end. Yeah. And in this situation, it seems like the alleged perpetrator has a lot of support, so to speak. More so than I would think in regards to the situation. So for me, it's definitely going to be interesting how it plays out.
Yeah, it says a lot.
Yeah.
I'm very curious to see how it goes.
I think the whole city is watching this very closely. But my only thing is, regardless of the relationship that they had, if they had a relationship, it's just a bunch of stories that are out here about that incident, right? Whether or not the driving school was open, it was just driving cars, school cars are usually marked, so it's a bunch of holes. But whatever that is, regardless of that, if a woman is in your presence and she says no, whether she agreed initially or not, once she says no then and there, it's no, right? And if you decide to even move forward or act on your own personal lust despite her saying no,
you're wrong.
You're wrong, right? And that would be her strongest argument. Right. If she said no at any point,
regardless of anything else,
I assume, because I'm not privy to these type of cases and the terminology and what goes into what and I'm not privy to that. I never practiced law, but I would assume that at any point, if she said no and you still forced yourself, right, case closed. Right. And that's the only thing I could say about that. No is no. And
Yeah, we'll see.
we'll see.
Yeah. As far as the issue, like I really think that it has a lot of layers in a sense. Because like Rock said, like for the guy, his real problem is that if they had any kind of relationship, like she could have fully agreed or have been agreeing to engage in a relationship of transactional pleasure, to say the least. But at any point when she takes away consent, it will still be a crime. And also, a rape kit, it doesn't determine consent.
Right.
So that's not going to be in his favor either. Whatever the determinant is, I'm just more on the side of, and when you do this, because we live in this ridiculous world now where there's no gray area anymore, it's either you all the way love something or you all the way hate it. I just want it to be clear proof. Because if you look at the statistics, a Black man is 3.5 times more likely than any other man to be wrongly convicted of a sexual assault crime. In fact, out of all of the exonerations or overturned and guilty verdicts, 75% of them were Black men. If you look it up, there's a famous case called the Groveland Four. If I'm not mistaken, a couple of them were actually executed. They're from Groveland, Florida, for a rape of a woman in 1950. And 70 years later, they just got exonerated like in 2022. And 2 of them were murdered by firing squad. So they lost their lives for lies. So I think that is very important. Just to make sure that they have cold, solid evidence on it. However it goes either way, I'm fine with it. It's just that the same way that people say you have to believe all women and give them the benefit of the doubt, at the same time, when it comes to Black men, you should have full proof, because history has shown us the same way that it has shown to women as victims that it's not been kind to them. It has also not been kind to Black men.
Right.
And more importantly, innocent Black men.
One of the things that whenever we have these type of conversations, they become so passionate, and sometimes in the discourse, personal feelings come up, and people feel personally attacked when you say whether you lean heavily towards the woman's story or lean heavily towards the man. And one of the things I always stress, I said, I just hate to see anybody's life affected by a lie. And I've had a friend. On the flip side, I had a friend who was accused of a sexual assault, and it was all. And this was back in I want to say high school. And as a kid, back then it wasn't any social media. It was just a close-knit circle of people who may have known the truth or may have not. And later on, as it came out, the young lady admitted that she was lying. She was hurt because he was cheating on her. So this is her saying it. And the guy that was being accused, he never changed his story. He said, "I can't believe she's doing this to me." Now they were all in high school. Only thing that ended up happening was his parents, because the girl who was saying it was really popular, the parents ended up moving him to a new school before it got crazy, and she didn't go any further with the case. Later on, at one of the teachers' funerals, one of our teachers that went to our school, one of their funerals, she told a group of us, she said, she asked us, have anybody seen him? He had since got married and moved on. She said, and she admitted that she made the whole thing up. But it wasn't any social media around, nothing like that. So the story didn't get blown up. But she said she lied. And I don't think she understood how much it changed his life. He was playing football. He was on his way to school and everything, but he had to leave because of the scrutiny and embarrassment, and this was a popular girl. So I hate to see, if you say look for the truth, it seems like you're trying to discount what the woman might say. And then if you lean on heavily on the woman and you find out later that it's not true, like I look at that story, the football player Brian White, I think his name is
Brian. No, I think it's Brian Burns or something like that.
Well, the football player who lost out on his career because the young lady said, there's multiple cases. Why? But they just made a movie about. They made a movie about, and I'm like, well, shit. And then you look at one of the most impactful cases ever, Emmett Till.
Yeah.
When they said that
exactly.
he whistled at a white woman, that the mob crucified that young boy,
Right.
tortured and executed that young
Right.
boy. You know, all what they was stated was a lie.
Yep.
You know, I mean, like,
No.
I don't want to weaponize those cases to say that women lie or anything like that. That's not the case. I'm just saying these things happen.
Yeah.
This is actual history.
Right.
But I don't want to use it to say that, you know, to discount, because there's cases of also those actual cases of husbands raping wives.
Yeah.
And you're shocked to hear, like, what?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I remember when I was young and I heard, I said, how can a husband
serious,
rape a
right?
wife? Like, you
Right.
know, but no means no.
Right.
Mhm.
And
In any situation.
case like that is serious. And
Right.
that's
Exactly.
one of my I think that's one of the worst crimes you can commit. You know, aside from taking someone's life, and then, you know, touching kids. But
Imagine how terrifying it is for the woman.
yeah,
Like, my God.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
man.
that's that. But you know, we're a podcast and we got to bring up these topics.
Hey, that's
But staying on that topic and you know, getting away from this actual situation. I do not want to correlate this with that situation. This next question I'm about to ask. So, in cases where the women did lie,
Mm-hmm.
we've seen it happen. We've heard about it happen. We've seen the case go through and through. And do we think that those women that lie are being punished enough for that lie?
no.
Mm.
Like somebody may suggested this on Twitter, and I honestly, man, would think that it would bring a lot more truth. And they said that, and when someone brings man, such an allegation, if it is completely factually man proven to be a lie or fabricated, then you face the same penalty that they face.
Absolutely.
100%.
I truthfully
100%
believe that
believe
would really bring
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
of a truthfulness.
Yeah, why doesn't
Yep.
that happen? That seems like
Well, I mean,
Uh,
you got to think about it. The worst you can
it's a
do
real
is you
question.
perjure yourself.
if that person pressed
Yeah.
charges like
Yeah.
defamation.
Yeah, man, but that's
Right.
not.
But I'm like, okay, say God forbid that ever happened to me, and you got to think about the impact of whatever you do
Mm-hmm.
in public.
Mm-hmm.
You lose everything.
Yeah.
You know, like even
Right.
Jay-Z, he was talking
Yeah,
about
that's
with
good. That's good.
Tony Busby, who did to him.
Yep.
He said even though most of the country, a lot of the country knew it was some BS, or
Mm-hmm.
hoped it was BS. Let me say that, not no. They hoped it was some BS. Jay said he lost like almost $200 million.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He said that cost me.
So
He's-
the thing with
so-
that too is,
And
like,
I don't have $200 million.
Right. the thing with that too is, so the one thing that you have on your side at all times is an alibi, right? If somebody accused you of doing something at a certain time, and you know you got a solid alibi, you was really not in the vicinity of that, then that's solid. But for the people that, you know, anybody can say anything.
Mhm.
They can literally come out and just say it,
Mhm.
and now your life is turned upside down.
Mhm.
100%.
And
People start scrutinizing you, looking
Yeah.
at you different,
Right.
distancing themselves from
Right.
you, all kinds of
That's
stuff.
But when people take offense to it, like Jay-Z, so Jay-Z usually he'll say, you know, it came out that, you know, I was at a certain place and this and that. But for dudes like for real dudes, real dudes, like, we don't get into that kind of stuff. Like, we ain't, like, that's not a thing for us. Like Jay-Z said, he told Tony Busby, he said, you messed up, man, because I'm not gonna let this go.
At all.
He said, and I loved when he said, where I'm from, we protect kids.
Mhm.
So I'm taking this the distance with you for that. And
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
I just read the other day, Tony Busby on the hook for some money.
Oh yeah, he
He
basically he didn't make a long story short. He didn't have actual rights to practice the type of law he was practicing
yeah.
and taking on the cases that he wasn't certified to take on the cases he's supposed to.
Wow.
Jay-Z and his team exposed a lot of that. So
It speak crazy.
and like at one time, like he was practicing. If I'm on a misconstrue words. He was practicing using another lawyer's credentials
Yeah.
to pursue money cases.
Mhm.
And
Crazy.
when he got exposed, he went the next day
Yeah.
to register for something that he was
Yeah,
supposed to
yeah.
have. It gets deep.
Mhm.
And Jay-Z, they like he said, not only did you misconstrue my name and all this other stuff, now I'm at you.
Right.
Yeah.
He said, I'm not letting this go. I'm like,
Right.
you gonna pay.
Right.
You gonna pay.
Right.
And it's gonna cost you.
Yeah.
I
You
hope
know,
As it should.
I hope-
It's
I
gonna
hope-
cost
I
you. And I
just
think
wish-
and
I
I
hope
think
he
they
take his
should. It
socks.
should be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It should
I
be
just
like
wish I think I just need black men of power to just be a little bit more aware
Yeah.
when it comes to being around women,
Listen, man.
right? If you know you got something to lose, if you know you are a target, just to be a little bit more conscious of where you are, who you're with, how you move, body language, everything, right? Because I'm sorry if you on that, if you're of the elite, or if you're just a black man around a certain other type of race, you become,
Yeah.
you know, you got to pay more
when I
attention.
went to college,
Bro.
when I got to college and I had it all right there in front of me, you know, my path was set. I was there on my way to do what I was trying to do. You hear it so many times. Don't get caught up in this. Don't get caught up in that. Listen, I literally went on my computer and typed up a consent form.
So you can give it to women.
What?
Oh, it's funny you say that.
Looking
It's
like
not- it's-
Stephon
it's-
Diggs,
it's
right?
real.
Like Stephon Diggs and that his chef and
Typed
all
up
that.
a consent form just in case. You know, I have my girl, but just in case we ain't working,
NDAs.
I had a consent form right in my room, and I had
Listen,
that
all my
up.
Yes.
clients, not to cut him back, all my
Wow.
clients, when all my clients,
Did they sign it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm excited to hear this.
When
Wait,
any celebrity client that I have that come here,
Yeah.
and I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna mention these artists' names. But
Uh-huh.
it's been like a ton of them. I make them do. First of all, the young lady, if they're consenting, we get a copy of their ID.
uh-huh.
Right. We let them know it's a possibility in the disclosure. You may be recorded.
Mm.
You may be recorded.
Mm.
And you have to sign the agreement before you leave. And I've got, like I said, I got to file maybe at least 30 to 35 non-disclosure agreements over the time these, like I said, these women, they didn't care. They had a chance to sleep with so-and-so,
Yeah.
or even if the opportunity presents itself, but
Yeah.
you can't even come on the premises. And I stress that to my clients. I said, listen,
It's
work
real.
with me. I said, you have to protect, because I've seen them get jammed up.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen them get jammed up in over weird situations
Right.
that can be prevented
So before they go into the room,
before they even come into the
Before they-
hotel. I meet you in the lobby.
is-
I might meet you in the parking lot, whatever. And I got witnesses. You're on video, sign an agreement. I'd let the hotel people know. It's a team that I have in place if
Yeah.
that ever occurs.
Yeah.
And I've had, like I said, I've had celebrities that come back through. They be like, oh yeah, get Bear, because of that. Because I'm forward thinking, like, listen,
yeah,
I'm like, this
Yeah.
20, 30 minutes, couple hours of pleasure could cost you millions.
Yeah.
Potentially millions.
Yeah.
And your career.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because there's people like that out there.
yeah. I
that
got to
take
start
advantage of
calling you.
situations.
Sure.
Start calling you when I get. I'm like, listen, let me call Beer because you got to sign an NDA before you before you step into this
think
premises.
about it, is that serious? Because a woman could be coming in there just for a quick
Bag.
Quick come, yeah.
Yeah. Man.
Look, I think
Mm.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart was a prime example.
Yep.
Like she like
Yes.
I'm thinking like it was when I'm looking at it, and I looked at the case itself with Kevin Hart.
Mhm.
I'm like, first I'm thinking, oh man, he done sexually assaulted somebody. No,
Right.
he cheated on his wife.
Yeah.
The lady,
And
the
she knew that.
female lawyer tried to get a bag from him to
Mhm.
shut it down. Kevin like, I'm not giving you shit. I cheated on my wife.
Right.
Rock out.
Right.
Like, it was consenting because the girl had set up a camera.
Yeah.
The girl set up a camera
to
recording.
blackmail him.
Yeah,
right?
to blackmail.
Yeah.
Just trying to black.
And Kevin Hart, like I said, I don't know the full details of the story, but I'm like, it wasn't even about. It was about two consenting adults, and she felt like because of who he was, it was hurting her, and they wanted to sue him. I'm like, oh my god, this is a setup,
Yeah.
straight setup.
Yeah. That's wild.
So,
That's wild.
Damn.
Kevin Hart just came under some scrutiny.
Oh,
oh yeah,
his roast.
yeah,
Yes, for his
Kevin
roast.
Hart.
Oh,
hell of a segue,
gosh.
hell of a
First of all,
segue.
Yeah.
I think he did it too early. He tried to just, piggyback off the Tom Brady joint. He should have let that one rock out because that shit was funny. Tom Brady roast was funny.
Yeah,
And then Kevin Hart tried to do it. I think he should have waited.
I think what it was is they presented it to him.
Yeah.
I think Netflix
Yeah,
people
Netflix,
come to him. They say,
yeah.
"Listen, we want to do
Yeah.
da 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 da. We got the same comedians."
Yeah.
To me, I first of
Yeah,
all
that
like
cook.
like I think I don't know if it was Cat Williams or somebody said to me, when you do these type of roasts, it should be from people that you actually rock with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was watching online the Richard Pryor roast.
Yeah.
It was from his team.
Yeah.
It was from his
Yeah.
actual team,
People
people
that
that
got
rock with him.
experiences with
Yeah,
him.
they like, we worked with him. Like they had Robin Williams on there. I said,
Yeah.
why was Robin Williams? Then I come to find out he was on the Richard Pryor show.
Yeah.
He was a cast member.
Right.
Richard Pryor had taken a liking to Robin Williams early on. It's like, yo,
Yeah.
you're gonna be part of us. And that roast was crazy.
Right.
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 You see now it's just these popular comedians social media engages, and people that don't even know each other.
Yeah.
Roasting somebody and this, that, and the third. Some of these people make whole careers off of this.
And they up there talking about they only did it because they're getting paid, and
exactly.
The jokes was written for them and all that.
Yeah, it's not even authentic.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't watch it. I said when I see, unless I know it's like a authentic roast, I mean, watch it. Like, man, it's people trying to cash it.
One of the comedians made a joke about
George Floyd.
Yeah.
And it's been all
they say it was super inappropriate.
Yeah, it's very.
A lot of the jokes to me were super inappropriate, but that's not my type of. That's not my type of comedy.
Hide it. They kind of mask it and say it's just comedy.
Yeah,
but that shit.
Yeah, it's a lot of underlining like racism and just like it was just bad taste.
I mean, well, I'll just look at it like this, like, and I'm a big fan of comedy. Roasts are always like that. Like roast, even back, remember Richard Pryor,
hardcore.
Roast, all they talked about was how he did so much cocaine.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So like
and slept with men.
So yes.
They were in the roast.
I don't really have a problem with the dark.
You heard his childhood, his whole childhood.
That's what they're joking about. I don't know if it's true or not, but they joking
gotta
about
be
it.
true.
So Richard.
People don't joke about the type that people don't make gay jokes on purpose.
So
ain't really Richard, or did he just take the name?
I don't know, man.
I mean, shit, man. You know the other name for Richard.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said it. Why is his name really Richard? Man, golly.
Dick Pryor.
The last
Dick Pryor.
Last 10 years.
Ruined my life, bro.
I'm saying last 10 years. His ex-wife, some of his ex-wives, they came out and said, him and Marlon Brando got it popular. One of the greatest actors of all time.
You just ruined a part of my life, bro.
Hey, man.
I remember that's one of those things, though, man. But so I really don't have a problem with the dark humor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because again, that's what they really are. And I don't know if a lot of people don't know this, but most of our favorite comedians do not write their routines. Right. Especially when once they get big, they don't write their routines
at all.
So like, I'll give you a prime example. We all would consider Keenen Ivory Wayans less funny than Eddie Murphy. We would all consider Raw and Delirious extremely funny classics. Keenen Ivory Wayans wrote heavily on both of those.
Yeah.
So man, for that part, I'm fine. What I think is that roasts aren't really appropriate in this culture because everybody's so sensitive about
everybody.
Everybody's so sensitive about every little thing.
That's why he the DJ of this shit.
Especially
especially
niggas.
Oh, here she go.
And here you go. And I mean, like for me, this for the black people that's on like Kevin Hart, like, oh, he's a coon because he let that white man talk about George Floyd and he knew in advance, this and that and third. Where is your smoke for Netflix? Netflix, who actually airs this, read and approved these jokes prior to filming.
Right.
Where is your smoke for them? Like, it's fine if you have this smoke for Kevin Hart. That's fine.
Right.
You can film it how you want. I mean, but if we're going to be honest and even, there was just as many jokes going back at the white guy.
I call it the Kyrie Irving effect.
White jokes. So like for me, so my thing is this. You say Kevin Hart should be this and that. They used them this, that, and third, but you still paid your $20 a month for your Netflix.
Right.
You paid the piper.
Ban Netflix.
So no. I don't want to ban Netflix because I understand comedy.
No,
I get,
you know what I'm saying? Like I understand, like
that's true.
Like,
that's where I draw the line.
Even in the Tom Brady
because they got to approve everything.
Was out of line. It was super out of line, and he even kept it real. Man, he was like, "Yo, like afterwards, like he said something like." If I could do that again, I wouldn't let some of them jokes through.
Yeah.
Tom Brady said that?
Yeah, because that's what roast are out of line.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference I think between Kevin Hart's and traditional roast is that in traditional roast, you don't get to say shit to the end.
Yeah, exactly.
He was talking throughout the roast. You don't usually see that. Like with Richard Pryor or
the most
it could be 50 people there.
Yeah.
They talk 50 first.
Yeah. He kind of made it corny by talking.
Yeah, so I think that's what it was. I mean, but I think it was the right time. I mean, he's at that level.
Yeah.
Like, he's at that,
when I say he should have waited, it was too close to Tom Brady's because Tom Brady's roast is still cooking. People still talking about it.
Brady roasted 2 years ago, bro.
Like, how funny.
How much time they got to let the roast marinate, good brother?
That's still funny.
So it's one of those things, but like, man, I was a fan of it. I mean, if I wasn't a fan of anything about it, a lot of it just wasn't funny like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't even about tasteful or distasteful. Yeah. A lot of it just wasn't funny.
Right.
I think it's also something, too, and piggyback on Brandon say, I mean, like, what else is he doing right now?
Right.
You know, like we hyper focused on the roast they presented to him. He really ain't like, you know, even when him cutting back Heartbeat Productions said he's scaling back what's working, not working, all this stuff. Like other than tours, he's not really doing that. When we do, like last couple years, what are we talking about? I know he got that funny
AF.
He got the funny
That's
AF.
fun. That was fun. That's
I
funny.
gotta watch that, man. They
That's
talking about this
fun.
one
Yeah,
dude.
that's
They
like-
talking about this one
Who,
dude.
the Indian guy?
Nah, they said
He's like
his name
Indian
Ron.
Indian
or something
guy,
like that.
yeah.
They said his name Ron or something.
I gotta
It's
finish it.
actually good.
It's
But-
actually really good.
But like I said, remember
check it out tonight.
he was
Yeah,
They're
he
funnier
was-
than Cuban.
he was a part of Kevin Hart was part of the algorithm on a regular basis. Like everything you turn around was Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
It's not really going on now. So you know they
Yeah.
probably said now is the perfect time. I don't want to say the height of your popularity. If it's the height, I don't know. I don't think it's the height of his popularity, whatever. But he's put enough time in, like Brandon said, for the roast to happen. Like I just said, the way it went, it was more about the celebrity than the actual celebrities, than about the celebrity that they roasted.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
even in the older roast, you had people that came up and talked about the community that you never heard from, that you never knew about, that was behind the scenes. And they would come with stories and stuff that people might not be aware of. The fact that we celebrate the roast more than we actually put the focus on the entertainer
actual person.
is like, you know, like some crazy shit about to be happening.
Right, man. He's done something crazy. Like the deal he signed, like I think he sold his name, image, and likeness or something like that.
Yeah.
And basically, like the deal is crazy. Like I think it's like $1 billion deal.
Yeah.
And what it is that he sold his name, image, and likeness, then used some of the money and brought heavy stock in the company that bought his name, image, and likeness. So now he still gets paid off of his name, image, and
His
likeness, and whatever else they
That's
own
some
through stock.
bullshit.
Like that's some elite shit for real. For real.
Gangster.
That's like getting your man.
And that's
You know what I'm
what
saying?
when he was on when
Like
he was
that's fire.
yeah, when he was on the Breakfast Club and making a poor attempt to explain himself. I don't think he should have
It
said
was
anything.
a horrible attempt.
Yeah,
to
I
explain
don't know
it.
what he was thinking
He made
doing
it-
Stop
that.
explaining yourself.
Yeah,
He
yeah, I
barely
said, yeah, like it is.
explained
Let it.
more.
Right.
I
Let
say
it die.
if he didn't say anything, I think that's exactly what happened. It would have died sooner. But now you condone the foolery or whatever. But
Yes,
my thing is, he
yes.
said that he's scaling back on things that he was spending a lot of money on,
Right.
and you know he was saying that is it necessary? People looked at, oh, well, he is this, that, and the third. He not doing what he used to. Blah, blah, blah. I said no. I said any good company, like look at Marvel just laid off hundreds of their special effects people. Like even though it's Marvel, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is the most profitable movie line in history.
Yeah.
We said, listen, if we're spending money, we look at waste.
Yeah.
Every major corporation looks at where they waste their money at. If we're spending money on things that we can cut back from, because you got to think about it too. What's happening is, and not to speak too much on the situation, because I know some people that work inside the Marvel universe. What's happening is that you got people sitting at home making these things called fan films, right? These fan films and AI. And I said this when AI got created. I said, and with the invention of AI, it's doing the job of maybe 10, 15, 20 people.
Right.
So why am I spending, I'm not going to spend millions and millions of dollars a year when you got people sitting in the basement doing better jobs.
Right.
I'll never forget the biggest example, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, when the revamp came out. The trailer came out. Somebody from their home studio redid the trailer with their own special effects. What they did was 50 times better than what the movie studio produced.
Yeah.
And they started taking a real look at these independent creators.
Yeah.
And now with the advent of AI, which we are, like I said, anybody who watched it knew, it's going to change a lot.
Right.
You know, like I said, shout out to all my dope flyer creators, all the creatives out in the world and all that stuff. But man, listen, I'm just saying.
When you talk about flyers now, that's when you.
All I'm saying is this.
It's just getting ridiculous.
For some of the imagery that I use to produce for my company, Feel Safe, I spend a pretty penny on.
Yeah.
Right.
The other day, AI. I typed up 5 sentences.
Yeah.
I got about 7. I got a few $1,000s worth of imagery of this shit.
But everything looked the same though. You
know
can
what
tell
the
it's
difference
AI.
is?
Oh yeah.
The aesthetic is
But
the
it's
same.
but it's effective.
Yeah.
But see, the
effective.
thing is though,
Cost
I can
effective.
actually argue with that though, man, as far as its effectiveness. I'm a consumer in the market and I tell people, like, example, like if one of y'all make something or do something, I know y'all, so I don't care what the flyer look like. I know what y'all work look like.
Mhm.
But if I've never worked with you and your flyer looks like the other 100 that went through, I'm gonna skip it.
Oh, absolutely. I
I'm
agree
gonna
with that.
skip it. And also, you do security services, so you are actually selling you. They're just reading the words that are selling you.
Mhm.
For these people that sell in products,
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
please,
Yeah.
on the side of
There you
it,
go.
on the side of it, on the side of your flyer,
This
just
is
use
not
that
what
for
my
pricing
food
and
look like.
information. Use your actual food. Because if
Right.
you zoom in on some of this food, it looks like
Play-Doh.
maggots, Play-Doh, easy bake oven food.
Yeah.
Like, yo, like I legit
Yeah.
seen someone put macaroni and salad. I mean, macaroni salad on their menu. I zoomed in. That shit looked like ping pong balls. Yellow ping pong balls.
Why is you
funny.
zooming in
What?
though? I hate people like you. Like they're zooming on her feet.
Why is
You know what I'm
you zooming
saying?
in?
Oh, no, I
Like
ain't zooming
her
in.
feet. Like they
See,
zooming
now that-
on feet. I ain't gonna
See, now, I think that's weird. Like,
You don't zoom in on feet.
I'm gonna tell you why.
And-
Like,
and
these flicks right
picture-
here, like for example, I can't stand when dudes see a flick and a woman, she looking incredible. And then you got one dude,
pinpoint it.
them feet though.
Yeah. Shut up.
I be shocked. I read these
Like,
comments.
what?
I'm like, wow.
Right.
I didn't even know she had feet.
I was like,
You on
wow.
the beach in the whole bikini, and you
talking
zooming
about-
in on the feet.
Look at that,
toes.
look at that
Boy.
middle toe, though.
Right.
She,
Look at
she doesn't keep a clean house,
Right.
and she doesn't take care of her kids.
Yeah, man, that
the
pinky toe is
fuck
at a
is you
42
talking
degree
about?
angle. I don't like a pinky toe
No,
that's out of angulation.
Listen, but women,
Got it here.
we do.
But women horrible
We
with
zoom
that
in.
too.
Yeah, we
Women-
zoom in.
Oh, they-
Man, listen, this girl
I
knew
think
her
it's-
man was cheating. I never get the girl put up a post. She knew her man was cheating because when he took a selfie, he had on shades. And she said she could see the bitch who took the picture through the reflection on the nigga's shades.
horrible.
And he said, I thought, and she said, you told me this bitch was your friend.
Yeah.
Y'all don't forget you a lying mother. I'm like, how the fuck would you even think to look at something? Yo, I remember one
Listen,
time.
I'm blaming him.
Oh, listen, I
Dummy.
remember one time. Shout
Not
out,
just-
shout
not-
out,
Fellas, never wear shades when you cheating.
Yo,
Do not wear
Know
shout out,
yourself.
shout out to
Don't
my,
wear shades when
shout
you
out to my
cheat.
boy G Reed, RMG Entertainment. One time he put up a picture of a tavern party on a rooftop, and he said, "I'm the type of nigga that go through everything. Because why the fuck is Rocky smiling so hard in this nigga face?" I said, "What the fuck is he talking about?"
That party.
She went in the
And
corner
then
somewhere.
That was-
Yeah, so I'm scared. I said, "Where the fuck?" And in the corner,
In the corner.
you see Rocky in front of this nigga with a big ass toothy grin. I said, "Yo, do you know how you had to analyze that?"
Bro, man, you know what
I
I'm
said,
saying? No,
what the
Bear,
fuck?
Bear, no lie, I was at that same fucking party.
God, yeah, man, listen.
Party member, this was funny, man, about, man, Rocky with it. Is at that same party, somebody hit me like, I see you in Rocky face. And like Rocky and her friends are like in front of a fireplace.
Man.
In front of a fireplace.
Yo.
I'm literally just
want-
speaking in the general vicinity of the people there. Like, yeah, I see you in Rocky face. Yo,
Was that
I'ma
the
say
one right
this.
up here?
Yes,
Yeah.
you know what's crazy?
I'ma
bro?
say this.
There too, I got
You want
It
to
was only like
piss?
63
Everybody
people.
got threatened at that party.
Bruh, it was only like
I was the
63
only one
people
not
there.
there.
That shit caused the whole.
You want to piss a bitch
That's
off?
funny.
Take Rocky somewhere. I don't know what it is
me.
about Rocky. No, but I'm just saying, men in general, they always like when it comes to me, women get pissed.
When I put
off.
that picture of me and you,
They
when
get
we hugged
pissed
that,
off.
we hugged that Sky Lounge, and I put that picture up.
Oh,
I said, "Will you
gosh.
catch your sneaky link and
Yeah,
another
yeah.
fat nigga
Oh.
VIP?" And you walk up to him. I said, "You just, about to say blah." Yo, mad women was inboxing me. You really fuck with Rocky or this,
Yo.
that, third? And she get on my motherfucking nerves. She always
Yeah.
fucking somebody else. Blah, blah, blah.
No.
I said, "God
Yeah.
damn, it was a joke
Yeah.
picture."
Yo, I don't
Can't do
even.
nothing.
This is the
They don't
thing.
even need a picture.
I don't even know what. I don't even know why I do what I do to these.
Yeah.
But these
Stop smiling these niggas' faces. What's wrong with you?
break up happy homes. You know what I'm saying? Nigga came over to my home because he was upset. I don't break up happy homes,
don't
yo.
go there and do it?
I'm
You
telling
just-
you right now.
Come to your house.
If I dealt
go
with
they
him,
home.
if
They
I
go to
their
dealt with a
house.
man,
They come to,
if I dealt, yeah, he came over because he was upset. If I dealt with somebody that you fucked with and you was fucking with him and I dealt with him, I guarantee you 9 out of 10 times he never mentioned you or he didn't he downplayed the
That's
situation.
another pod.
He downplayed the situation.
When we
So,
meet.
That's a hell of a
so
segue.
many people.
Break up homes. Like the nigga downplayed the situation or he said he don't even
So
he
handed
don't
you
know
the
you.
sledgehammer.
No, man, what is this, Mo?
And I just
They're gonna keep
Mo,
that.
Mo, man,
Very
translation.
bond with the motherfucker.
In translation, Rocky does not break up happy homes. He just comes to her home happy.
He just comes to my home happy.
There's a difference.
He leaves happy. I don't freaking know.
Exactly.
I don't know what it is about Rocky. Y'all be women literally try to sabotage my relationships. They really do. And I empower
be an
women.
episode. What is it about Rocky?
What it is about Rocky?
Episode.
Why y'all
Rocky
hate
Road.
that?
We'll call it Rocky Roads in relationships.
Rocky Road.
Rocky Roads in
Women hate
relationships.
when
But listen,
Men
this is what we
love
gonna
me.
do. I got an announcement. Real quick.
Mine after that.
Got an announcement real quick. Viewers, podcast viewers, business owners, we are now in position to help you out. We are now in position to where we feel like we have enough listeners, we have enough followers, we have enough viewers for us to help you promote your business. So if you are interested in having your business promoted on the pod, make sure you get with us. Don't contact me because I might not call you back in a month. Hit Brandon Gibson.
Yeah, please hit EB. B is the
If you call me, I
facilitator.
might
Please
not get back to you
direct all
in a month.
inquiries to everythingunsunned@gmail.com. Thank you.
Say that again.
Everything unsun, UND, no ER, unsun@gmail.com. Thank you.
And with that said, Rocky, go ahead, set the sun.
Oh, yes. All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in to season 2, episode 1 of Everything Under the Sun podcast. All right. My boy Bear Brown, B Gibson, Mo Jackson, your girl Rocky B, and now the sun is set.
Booyah.
Peace.